What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to analyze the first team offensive line of the Carolina Panthers. This is a unit that has massive upside. Ekwonu to me is a top 5 left tackle, and I think this year he can really set himself up for that. I think Chandler Zavala, current starting right guard of the Panthers, has a lot of upside. He's one of my favorite guards in this class. Of course, you got a couple other guys that have a lot of really good upside, and some of these guys are already proven to be really good offensive linemen. Of course, on the first play of the game, you bring a fire blitz on the inside with these linebackers crossing, trying to get to the quarterback, and it's the running back that does a fantastic job picking up the blitz. The quarterback's going to be able to get the ball out. It's a really nice job. Very fired up for this film breakdown. Let's get right into it. On the very second play of the game, Chandler Zavala is going to get whooped by the 3-technique defensive tackle. Got to do a better job. This is going to lead to a quarterback hit here. The quarterback does do a good job getting it completed for a 3-yard gain, but Zavala has to do a better job. Now, the D-tackle is going to hezzy right out of his stance. You can see him right away, kind of give the fake inside-outside move, and he's going to bring that with the right club, and that right club is going to lead to a left arm over the top, also known as a swim move, and Zavala is going to lose this rep. In fact, Zavala ends up hooking the defensive tackle. And this could easily have been called a hold, but he does let go in time. But the quarterback still does take a hit. And these are the type of reps that Zavala is going to have to absolutely get better from. He's going to have to watch the tape, learn what he did wrong, and really develop. You know, to me, the big thing with Zavala right now is he's not punching with his hands. He needs to make that quick contact. He needs to slow these defensive tackles down. Do understand he is a rookie. He does have a learning curve, and he will have to get better. But the upside for him is there, and you'll see in some of these reps as we go through this film breakdown, he does do a nice job. So that being stated, let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Now, a guy who I think is really solid for the Panthers is going to be center Bradley Bozeman. I know he just signed a 3-year contract extension, and this is part of why he got that extension. You can see him do a really nice job latching onto this one technique and just flat out mirroring him and shutting him down. And this technique is top tier if you guys ask me. And if there's one position the Panthers don't have to worry about replacing, it is the center position, right? And of course, left guard, left tackle too. But with the center specifically, I don't think there's any worry that this is your center. Obviously, the contract backs that up. But even before he got the contract, you could have watched his tape from last year and seen that he's a pretty solid football player. But in this instance, he does a great job locking in with this defensive lineman. The defensive lineman is going to try to go right. He's going to step in front of it. He's going to try going left. He's going to step in front of it. And then he's going to come back to the right. That's a great job mirroring the movement of that defensive tackle. To me, it's a really nice rep. If you guys watch the right guard Zavala, he's not going to be able to anchor down in this rep, but this is one of those things where you can watch this rep. You can teach him what he has to do from a technical standpoint. And the thing with this rep is there's definitely some positives. You can see the hand placement is perfect. In order to win, oftentimes you got to get one hand to the inside, one hand to the outside. From a leverage standpoint, he's not very low. Not a big deal, though. I think he does within the rep try to drop the anchor. It just doesn't work, and he does slip right there, right? You see the left foot slip a little bit. Could be a better rep, not a big deal. The quarterback obviously is able to kind of take off running and picks up 3 yards. Really nice job by the quarterback on this one. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. You got a 5-yard run here. Really nice job by the offensive line. This is a dual concept. So what that means is you're going to get some double teams at the point of attack. You're going to get a double between Ekwonu and Christensen. You're going to get a double team between Bozeman and Zavala. And those guys are going to read it up to the 2 linebackers here. Just kind of depends on which way the offensive linemen go. And then you get a bunch of out blocks here. And the running back just has to read this play. One of the guys that I think is pretty solid on this offensive line is left guard Brady Christensen. And I know that may not be the popular opinion among Panthers fans. Even the NFL media I know isn't very high on him. I think Christensen is a very good left guard. I think he's a very solid football player. He's very smart. He's played left tackle in the NFL. I know he may not have had the most success there. But as he transitioned over to left guard, I think last season as the season went on, he got better and better. I think this year he's going to really prove himself to be a good caliber, starting caliber guard in the NFL. And here's a good example of that. So you get the double team here by the left tackle, left guard. Great job with the double team. You're going to generate a little bit of movement. Linebacker's going to fill. And Christensen's going to get off that and pick it up because it's in his gap that the linebacker's filling. So it's a smart move right there by Christensen. Not only is he helping Ekwonu get that push, I know it's hard to tell from this angle here, but Ekwonu absolutely crushes that defensive lineman. Like, they're going to turn this guy. They're going to push him about 2 yards backwards before Christian gets off. And the running back's going to pick up about 5 to 6 yards on this play. And that's because of Ekwonu and Christensen doing a good job. In fact, if you guys watch the left tackle on this play, watch the way the left tackle is going to turn his body right there. The left tackle basically gives the running back a lane here. This play should have popped for more yards. Obviously, the rookie wide receiver has to do a better job. Not a big deal. But if he's able to hold this block, this play picks up more yards. That's because of the left guard, left tackle doing a great job with their blocks, with their body positioning. Just a really, really nice job. And if you guys watch the center and right guard, they're going to double. The center's going to get off the block and get up to the linebacker. Really nice job creating that movement right there, right? So pretty nice job by the offensive line, 5 to 6 yards. Definitely like it. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Watch the recovery here by the center. Really, really nice job. He's going to get tossed to the side, but he's going to recover perfectly. This is part of what makes Bozeman a really good center, in my opinion. It's the little things that kind of go into it that you may not notice. How a guy can move his body, how a guy can recover. To get tossed the way he does here is not a big deal, right? This is very, very normal. Happens all the time. But the really, really good ones recover. And in this instance, he recovers perfectly and gets right back in front of him and just shuts it down. That's a beautiful job right there. Also give a shout out to the right tackle. He's going to get the left hand here on 52 to help the rookie guard. Not a whole lot there, but he still does just enough. And you're going to see on this one, Chandler Zavala is going to drop the anchor. He's going to really drop the hips and shut down the pass rush, or the bull rush, I should say. Really nice job. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Now, if this is the first time you're on this channel, do understand we look at both positive reps, but we also break down negative reps to really get into every aspect of things within an offense, right? And here you're going to get a 7-yard sack that Ekwonu is going to basically give up. And I do think that on the other side, I believe it's Hayden Hurst, number 81, that also gets beat. And you get two guys that kind of get there at the same time. Now, technically, Ekwonu was credited with this sack. And I do want to analyze this play a little bit because it is a 7-step drop. You can see the quarterback's going to take 7 steps. But the offense is at the 16-yard line, so it doesn't make sense to me why he took 7 steps in this play. Also, you can see that both the tight end here, who is the furthest guy to the outside of the right, as well as Ekwonu, who's the furthest guy to the left, just don't get very deep in their drop. And to me, what doesn't make sense is if this is a true 7-step drop, you would block this a lot differently. If you guys watch Ekwonu here, he doesn't get vertical in his set. He really just stands right up. And to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense why he would do that. So I'm not sure if there was some sort of mistake with the protection or if there was some sort of mistake on the quarterback's end. Maybe there was some sort of adjustment or audible that could have been called. I'm not really sure, but I think there was some sort of mistake that happened within this play. Not a big deal. That's the entire point of preseason. I did want to just point that out. The left tackle technically does still lose the rep. Although I do think a mistake may have been called. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Great job by the offensive line here. If you guys watch the left tackle specifically, really nice job with the punch. He's going to pick up 41 here, and more than that, 41 is going to try to give a hezzy from the outside back to the inside. You guys can watch it in slow motion. He's going to go from outside back to the inside. And Ekwonu picks it up perfectly with the right hand. Great job as he's getting vertical to catch the defensive end trying to hit the inside move. Bam, with the right hand catches him and shuts him down. Really, really nice job. Ends up putting 41 into the ground. It's a nice job right there. Quarterback's able to get the ball out. Beautiful throw. I don't know how this receiver here drops it. Hits him right in the hands. It's a nice throw by the quarterback. Even better than that is the 2 steps to the quarterback here. He's going to feel a little bit of pressure off the right side. Takes 2 steps to the left. Delivers a really nice throw. I mean, that footwork right there is absolutely insanely freaking good. And I'm not even someone who really analyzes quarterbacks. You know, I wouldn't lie. I'm really a guy who analyzes trenches, O-line, D-line, linebackers. But that movement right there is special by this quarterback right here. So this is a great job. But if you guys watch the right guard on this one, he's also going to do a nice job. He's going to anchor down, get his hands, one hand to the inside, left hand to the shoulder pad, anchors down. It's a nice job right there. Really nice job by the offensive line, generally speaking. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Such a beautiful job once again by the offensive line. The quarterback had literally all day to throw this ball. And he's going to get the ball out. It's not completed. But the offensive line did a hell of a job here. And it really starts with the center. If you guys watch what the center is going to do on this play, He's going to see the defensive line game by the defensive side on the left side, gets in there and he helps the left guard, really shuts it down. I mean, to me, as a defensive line, one of the things you want to do is you want to try to eat up both blocks, right? You want to try to slant this hard, eat those guys up, bring a guy around in the hopes that the first guy can take the two guys, and you can free up some pressure on the inside. But in this instance, the center sees it, and the center is going to come and absolutely help the left guard. Not saying the left guard needed it, right? You can see he pretty much saw it. If you guys look at Christensen here, he's going to get the left hand into the defensive tackle, passes it off. Ekwonu picks up the D tackle, and Christensen comes back around to pick up the defensive end. But the center is there to help as well, right? But again, really, really nice job by those guys. If you guys watch the right guard, right tackle, fantastic job getting out of their stands. They also pick up the defensive line game. And it's harder for those guys than it is for the guys on the left, right? Because the guys on the left have the center sliding to that side. For Zavala and for Moton, they don't have that same help. It's just 2-on-2. They do a really, really nice job picking up the defensive line game. And it always goes to the guy that's passing the first guy off. In this instance is Zavala, who has to take this D tackle, push him, get both hands into him, make sure Moton's able to set up in front of him. In this instance, he is. And then he's going to have to come around and pick the second guy up, and he shuts him down too. I mean, that's just a really, really nice job by both of those guys. Quarterback has all day to throw the ball. So that's a great rep right there by the offensive line. You won't see a better rep than that one right there if you guys ask me. Once again, really solid job by the offensive line. They're going to keep the quarterback clean. The quarterback's going to deliver a 21-yard pass. Just a great job once again. Check this rep out. Watch the left tackle reach out in front of the 3-technique defensive tackle here. This play's going to pop for about 6 to 7 yards. Just a great job right there by the left tackle. And the left guard definitely helps him kind of get there as well. But to me, that reach right there is a really, really nice job. For the left tackle to get in front and seal the defensive tackle off the way he does here, this is going to give the running back a lane to the inside. And this is a hard-ass block. There are so many left tackles in the NFL that are not going to be able to get this block right here. And you can see Ekwonu do a really, really nice job getting there and really shutting it down. Really nice job. And I also want to give some credit to the right tackle. The right tackle is going to make great contact with this defensive end. And instead of just standing there the way a lot of guys kind of would just stand here, he's going to actually push this defensive end. And he's going to try to create a bigger lane. And I like that right there. I can always appreciate a front side offensive tackle that's willing to put a guy into the ground, just continue to block him the way he does here. That's a really, really nice job. Of course, center, right guard also do a nice job. They're going to double. Right guard's going to get up to the linebacker. Just like that. 6 to 7 yards. A really, really nice job right there. A really nice job by Brady Christensen on this one. He's going to make contact with 95 and just stay right on top of him. And the running back's able to pick up 13 yards. 3rd and 9 here. Great job. To me, that's a nice physical rep that I absolutely love to watch right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next play. Check this play out. You're going to get a quick little inside trap on this one, where you're going to trap the 3-technique defensive tackle. Christensen does a really nice job. Look at this. Bam! Gets this guy down. Only a gain of 3 yards. This is kind of hard because there's a guy here that's really in like that 1 technique. So the center here has to try to take this guy and move him over to the left. And that's hard to do for any center. Now, ideally, if this guy was maybe more so to the inside shade of the guard, the play would have worked a little bit better. But as you guys watch the center here, the center is going to get pushed back just a little bit right there. And because of that, he gets pushed into the running back. The running back only ends up picking up a couple of yards. But again, still a nice job nonetheless by the left guard. Brady Christensen, to me, is a really good guard. His technique is very, very good. I think he can continue to develop the physicality, the strength, and those parts within his game. But a nice rep nonetheless. Only picks up a couple of yards. Just wanted to point it out. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Alrighty, guys. Final rep right here of the first team offensive line. Once again, they're going to all do a great job keeping the quarterback clean. The quarterback's going to get the ball out. And this one's a touchdown throw to Adam Thielen. I think the center, or it might be Christensen, one of these guys actually ended up losing at the end of this. It is Christensen. Not a big deal, right? You give the quarterback enough time. He does get bull rushed, and then he's going to get pulled down. 91's going to kind of get over the top. Not a big deal. Still a really nice rep by the entire offensive line. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be covering the Carolina Panthers offensive line, and we're also going to get into some defensive line and linebacker content on this channel this season. One of the teams that I've added to this channel, if this is the first time you guys are watching this channel, is the Panthers. So I cover about 4 to 5 teams, and the Panthers have been added this year. I really like this offensive line unit, so I want to continue to follow them. So be on the lookout for hopefully weekly film breakdowns of the Carolina Panthers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.